Today we're going to talk about accounting check-in page, and to get here, from the accounting tab we go to check-in and create new. Here's what's happening on this page. Most of the fields you can just freeform enter in as you want with whatever information is required. More importantly though, we have a couple fields I want to highlight. The first one is scan personal ID. You want to have the cursor flashing in this field before you scan a driver's license. We support both mag strips and barcodes. Just make sure you give it a test at least a week before the auction. If the information doesn't read in correctly, give us a call and we can adjust the system to take into account your particular state. That's the first thing. The second thing is alerts. Alerts allow you to flag potential customers so that before a payment is taken or before they're registered for a future auction, you can see a message about that buyer. I'm in a different auction now, and when I go to make a payment, what you can see is this customer has an alert set up that pops up. You must close it before you can actually go ahead and take the payment. Furthermore, here, this is a new auction. If I was going to register this customer, we put it in. What you'd see is that the alert would come in before you were able to register that person or give them a paddle number. So that's the alerts that can be set right there. The third thing is the tax exempt status. If you have a buyer who is always tax exempt at your auctions, by checking this box, regardless of the tax situation for the auction, that particular buyer will not be charged sales tax. The fourth thing is buyer type. There are 3 different types of buyers in the customer info section. The one you're going to use most common is just leaving it blank. That's the normal setting for everyday registered buyers. Reserve not met gives the auctioneer the ability to create a reserve not met paddle. So if an item fails to reach its reserve and they want to sell it with a bidder number anyways, they can give that number to the clerk, and when the clerk records it, instead of being a sold item, that item goes into reserve not met status. House number is a little bit different. It's just like a past item in the sense that it doesn't go to the reserve not met, but it does go to the pass list. Typically a house number is used if you get stuck with a bid for whatever reason that might happen. Next we have offline. Online, sorry about that. Online is used if you have an online bidder who shows up on site and wants to pay for his or her items. If you have a different buyer's premium set up for an online bidder, you want to make sure that's selected so they get charged the appropriate rate. And finally, we have add. Pretty straightforward. You use the add button to add additional paddle numbers for a particular buyer. There's no limit to the number of paddle numbers a buyer can have. If he or she wants more than one and you're comfortable doing it, you can add as many as you like. Once you have all the relevant information filled in on this page, simply click Save and you're ready to enter the next customer.